Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering the long-anticipated Teen Titans movie,
Teen Titans vs. Teen Titans Go! This movie follows the Teen Titans Go crew and the original Teen Titans begrudgingly working together to save the multiverse from two versions of Trigon. At the same time, the teams want to settle the old feud of who's the best version of Teen Titans. Teen Titans Go!
It's
Teen Titans! Teen Titans Go! Teen Titans!
2003 Titans, they end the story. There you go. You don't have to go through all this. 03. That's it.
I do like that they went through it. The movie was a lot of fun. It was really, really fun. And for me, it seems that for the Teen Titan movies, they're fantastic. They're fun. They're enjoyable. They're really different from the actual series. So, yet again, as when we saw the Teen Titans movie, I really like Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
Right. Yeah, we've stated. Yeah, for some reason, when they do the theatrical films or direct-to-video films, they're very well done. And if the regular show was like that, I think I would enjoy Teen Titans Go way more and have nothing to say about it. Mm-hmm. And that's how it should be written anyway. I know there are people that like Teen Titans Go anyway as it is, because they like that it's a more of a narcissistic jerk version, and which they have stated in the movie. So they're not even like the baby version of us, they're like the jerk versions of us. Yeah, just make it like this and I think I would enjoy it way more.
But the great thing is that all of the voice actors, Scott Mendel, Hayden Walsh, Tara Strong, Greg Sipes, Carrie Payton, they all get to make double the money.
Right.
We hope. Because they're
doing double voices
to themselves.
Right, they're doing double voiceover work.
Well, this was a direct-to-video movie.
Right.
It wasn't in the theaters like the Teen Titans Go movie.
That's right. And I think that's a good idea because this one was a bigger risk. Mm-hmm. First one was already not much of a risk because they knew Teen Titans Go was never going to leave and Cartoon Network was putting so much effort into making people love this, so they knew they had the audience anyway and a chance at the theater because somebody was going to go see it whether you liked the show or not.
Right.
But for this one, you had to win over the original fans because the creators are very well aware that people do not like their version and have constantly made fun of the original fans and have even stated in this movie itself that they all know how people watched it because it was boring every week. I go to sleep every week. I'm like, oh, so that's why it lasted for 5 to 6 years.
But they do have their fan base, which
right.
is great, and I'm all for people watching and viewing what they love. So I'm really happy that, as I mentioned, the 5 voice actors have a fan base.
Right.
And they're still on in some capacity.
Right.
It brings me joy.
Right.
It's just for me, the movies are more of what I love rather than the TV series.
Right.
And there was an extra special guest star, Corinne Darby.
Corinne the gorgeous man as the master of games.
Yes.
Which was a short role, but it was a great idea.
And a real nice surprise, right?
And Weird Al Yankovic was actually in the movie. It's supposed to be, for some reason, he's voicing Darkseid in Teen Titans Go. I think that's supposed to be the joke. Instead of him being the greatest threat in the DC universe, he's a joke because they can't take him seriously because he's Weird Al. And they know it's Weird Al. They don't even call him Darkseid. Oh wait, you're Weird Al, and they're not even threatened by him.
And they also had Grey Delisle.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because she was also Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
They had Santa Claus in here. I think, if I remember correctly, for the series, I think they screwed with Christmas so much there's a villain now.
Right.
I'm like, oh gosh. But they also had this other new character called Gentleman Ghost. It was just for the beginning of the movie, but...
Gentle Criminal, My Hero Academia.
Yeah. Yeah, he was only in the beginning of the movie, and he's kind of what starts the plot of it. With what has to do with Raven and her powers,
right.
But it's clear that he was a direct copy of an anime villain. Yeah, and it was like, and when they've even admitted that they borrow from the other stuff all the time, so that's even as they've admitted a lot of these shows from Warner Brothers said a majority of the superhero stuff now is like just taking from other stuff.
Yeah,
they've admitted that. So yeah, this was on purpose,
and we saw that and heard this on the Aftermath during the Crisis crossover Infinite Earths, where yes, they actually admitted this to Kevin Smith on camera. So we're not making it up. If you haven't seen it, go on demand or find it probably online on YouTube. And you'll hear it for yourself that they admitted this is what they do.
Yeah, this is just the majority of their script writing.
Right.
Now, as for the movie itself, like we said, it actually was very, very good. We were kind of hesitant, but I bought it purely for the fact that I was going to see 2013 Titans get beaten up.
But, you know, it turned out much differently than we expected.
Correct.
But again, it was fun. And, of
Right.
course, we like at the end that they've accepted each other.
Right.
And they, you know, each lives in their own universe.
Right. And the message was, yeah, these Titans are goofy and ridiculous. These Titans are super serious, but they still are heroes. They're in their own way. They're still Teen Titans in their own way.
And each serves their own purpose in
Right.
their universe.
So I gotta say, I think the creators have definitely done a much better job at handling OG fans now, because they're not as abrasive as they were in the beginning. If you remember the original, and when the show was first on, they were very mean towards original fans, and they were like, "Oh, but that show was never good in the first place. You're nostalgia cloud in your mind. That was garbage." But now you see here, they're not as harsh anymore. They got the fans that are like stereotyped, but they're still saying like, okay, this show isn't as good as ours, but it's still good in its own way, and it's more of like a truce.
What if it's meant to be trash talk, like when boxers talk trash and say things to each other before the bout begins? What if it was done on purpose,
Right.
so that they could get more publicity and rile up the fans? And
Right.
this was their plan all along, was to make this movie.
Right, that would be something. And then the only part that went a little far is when they made a joke about Tara, and it was like too much.
Yeah,
It was like Batman's parents was like, okay, I think you're about to hit below the belt. You might want to stop there before you really piss off some people. But yeah, and then they had both versions of Trigon in here.
Right.
And they had the really goofy sitcom dad version from Teen Titans Go universe, and then you had the mostly serious version from the original series, and his goal was to take the powers from his universe's Raven and the Go universe's Raven, so he could be fully charged, and both versions could take over the multiverse.
Yes.
And they kind of played with that a little bit. I mean, you could still tell he was mostly like the original, but they threw in a little bit of the humor in there where, you know, he's not as big and bad as you thought he was in the original show, since it's taking place between Go and the original. They found a way to make it into the timeline. And they even had a point in the movie where, you know, both versions of Titans had to learn to get along. But except for the Robins, who really just didn't want to deal with each other. And
each of them was narcissistic in their own way, which was
Right.
hilarious. Now,
Right.
that was hilarious.
Right.
I'm better than you. No one better than you.
Oh, like every
I can hear
version
in my
of
head
Robin
Bakugo
is
going,
right. It's like every version of Robin is just narcissistic now. And then poor Starfire, she said, "Yes, listen to the handsome Robin." And then when it got to the New 52 Robin, like, okay, we need to get out of this universe.
Okay, now that was a major great part that I liked, because it reminded me of the Ninja Turtles Forever movie.
Yeah, Turtles Forever.
Where they had all these different versions from all these different multiverses. That was my favorite part of the movie. And like you said, there were a couple that they missed out on, like Young Justice version.
Right.
And it was another version.
I think the live action
Right,
ones.
but it was awesome to see all these different versions. I love that when they do that in these type of movies.
Right.
So that was my favorite part, seeing all these different versions of Teen Titans and all these different universes.
Yeah, and that was a really good idea. Like we said, the movies for Teen Titans Go are just really, really well done. We wish the show was written like that, but it shows that they do have really great talent and creativity with the writers and stuff. Now, if you just stop talking about yourselves for 5 minutes and putting yourselves in the show and talking trash, you'll be great.
Well, again, they've got their target audience, and they're serving that audience 5 years strong.
Right.
So keep going.
300
keep being
episodes.
employed, and we will wait for, hopefully, another Teen Titans versus Teen Titans, or Teen Titans helps Teen Titans.
Right. Or Teen Titans Season 6 for the original series, because you keep waving that in front of our faces like, you're going to get it. No, you're not.
If that happens, I will be very surprised.
Right.
But I'd be happy for just another movie and seeing the interaction the way that we did.
Right.
So if you've seen this movie, you've purchased it, or you've watched it through Redbox or Amazon Prime, let us know what you think in the comments below. How did it fare up for you?
Right. And do you like this more than the theatrical film, or do you like both pretty much at the same time?
Right. And if you love us, like us, share our videos, as we ask you comment, and don't forget to subscribe. like, and click the bell for
Yes.
notifications of when we
Yes,
have
to keep you
podcasts come out
updated.
that aren't our normal podcasts.
Yes. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm Masco Entertainment.
And I'm Mama Entertainment.
Have a toontastic day.
Peace.
And reporters sitting flashing lights, trying to walk around, man, who the hell are you? What you wanna do? Well, man, it's on you. Man, it's on you. Met her in my dreams, she was my queen. A castle in the mountaintops, rivers and streams. Plucking sunlight from the sky in my pocket, give it to you later on in the